And so we're like climbing on the bed.
Welcome back.
Hey guys.
Yeah, thanks for coming to our second video. So, you want to tell them what's gonna happen in this video?
So in this video, we're gonna be talking about our curly hair journey. Yay!
Okay, so you start.
Okay, so when I was little, I hated curly hair. Obviously, I think all curly hair girls like just want what they don't have.
Yeah.
So I wanted straight hair, and I was like a sort of lazy-ish person to like straighten my hair. But eventually, when I got to middle school, I started straightening my hair a lot. I started doing it like every week and just wearing my hair straight all the time.
You never told me this.
Well, now you know.
Learn something new every day.
So, yeah, I started straightening my hair all the time. My hair was kind of longish. It was like, you know, all the way up to here. But yeah, I eventually stopped doing that because it just was very, you know, time consuming. And so I started wearing my hair curly more. And around 7th grade, there was like this trend where it was like curly hair and like the bangs were straight.
Oh no.
And so I started doing that.
Every curly haired girl went through that stage.
Yeah. So I started doing that, and eventually my bangs started. I had like side bangs, so eventually my bangs were like the straightest part of my hair, and you know, the rest of my hair was curly, and it didn't really curl up, but yeah. And then in 9th grade is when I definitely started wearing my hair curly like more often and just straighten it like once a year, like every birthday. And so I started doing that. Okay, and then 11th grade, I decided to get highlights in my hair. And I let my cousin do my highlights, and that was a very bad idea because I didn't like how it came out. And so I got a box dye and I dyed my hair, and it came out perfectly fine, like kind of my naturalish color. And so after that, I got a little bit tired of it, and I actually wanted the highlights. So I was like, I want highlights. So I went to a hair salon and I got highlights. And I kept the highlights in for a long time. I actually really liked them when I had them. And my hair grew out to be pretty long until 12th grade. At the end of my 12th grade year when I graduated, I went to a hairstylist, and she was like, oh, your highlights have grown out a lot. I'm just going to go ahead and cut them off. And I was like, oh, but I like them. Whatever. Okay, cut them. And so she cut my hair, and it was pretty short when she cut it.
Don't cut them.
I could have, but I don't know. I wanted it to be healthy. So I cut it all the way to like my shoulders. And I kind of liked it. It was my natural hair color. I was like, yeah. Recently, last April, I decided to cut my hair after it got a little bit long. I decided to cut my hair, and it ended up to be like all the way to like a little bit above my shoulders. And when I went to the hair salon, I told her to cut it short, and she did. And so once I looked in the mirror, I wasn't used to it, and I just started crying, and it was just awful like that whole time. So I was like, I'm gonna grow it out. I'm going so natural. Like, hair products are gonna be good, deep conditioning, everything's gonna go well now. And so you know, I kept it like that for like 4 months, and it grew out to be like pretty longish. It was like all the way a little bit past my shoulders. After summer ended, that all happened during summer, so from April to summer. And then like at the end of summer, before coming to school, I was like, I want to get highlights in my hair again, or like do balayage. Not really have highlights, but like balayage. And so I went to a hairstylist, and I told her what I wanted, and she gave me sort of what I wanted. And
Honestly, you never like anything that you get. Like,
yeah, I never
I don't
do.
think she knows what she
It's
wants.
just like my natural hair color. So yeah, this is a pretty long story. But so she dyed my hair. I didn't like it, and I was like, I hate this. I waited like a week, and I got a box dye, and I was like, I'm taking this off. And so I got like chestnut brown, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna dye my hair. So I dyed it. It came out red, and
it wasn't
was
that red.
You didn't see the first red though, because I dyed it 2 times.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. So the first time after the highlights I dyed it, it came out red, and I was like, oh, I can't have this. And so then I got another box dye like the next day, because I was like, no, I'm not having red hair. No. And I got another box dye the next day, and I dyed my hair. I dyed it dark brown. And, you know, it stayed kind of dark for a couple days, but then it started, like, washing out, and it started turning into this copperish, like, reddish color.
I thought it looked good. It kind of cool. I liked it.
I didn't. So,
You complained too much.
I complained about it, and I was like, whatever. I went to the hairstylist, we both went, we got our hair trimmed. This was, like, a couple weeks ago. And then I was, like, telling her how, like, I didn't like my hair color and how it was, like, weird. And she was like, yeah, I agree. I don't really like the warm tones. And I was like, oh, yeah, like, you know. She was like, I can help you fix it. I can get you what you wanted. You wanted balayage. And I was like, yes, I want that. Like, you understand me. And so me and Mia went together, and Mia did balayage, too. You can't really tell because it's, like, really natural.
Yeah, it's mainly just like a couple shades lighter than my natural hair, and you can see it when I'm like in sunlight, or if there's just like any light shining on me, but mostly it's kind of hard to see, but
It's really nice.
it's subtle.
So what she did to get the balayage in my hair was she used color remover, and after the color remover she toned it. And so once she did that, when I first saw my hair, it was wet, so it looked darker, and I was like, yes, I love it, it looks really good, thank you. And then as I was walking to the car and it was sort of dryish, I looked at it and I was like, whoa, I hate this. And I was like, I can't, I hate it. And like my curls were completely lost. I damaged my hair so much because I dyed it so many times in less than a month. So I waited a week, or did I wait a week?
I don't. It was not. It was probably like 2 days.
And
It was. Not
I waited
long.
like 2 days after that, and I was like, I'm cutting my hair. I'm cutting it off,
I was
and
like
I'm going
done
back.
with your decisions at that point.
Yeah, I was like, just do whatever you want. Like, I'm tired of talking to you.
I didn't
She
say
was
that.
so like
Okay,
mad.
I was just like annoyed, but it's okay. I think it worked out fine.
But I cut it off, and I was like, I need my curls back. And so starting now, or from the time I cut it, I'm like, I'm done dyeing my hair, and I'm just ready to grow it back and, you know, get into the curly journey.
Okay.
I don't know.
Good story.
But that's my story.
You done now?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that's where she's at now. Okay, so for me, I haven't really dyed my hair that much personally. There's only maybe twice. So this time now when I got the balayage, and then like years ago when I was in like middle school, my mom let me dye like a portion in the back of my hair. Kind of it was supposed to be like this pack that would make your hair blonde, but I didn't want it to, like, it didn't go blonde. I wanted to just go lighter than what my hair was. So it was kind of I guess like the copper reddish color that she had, but definitely not blonde. I would not go blonde. So yeah, that time and then now. So I've never like damaged my hair as far as dyeing it, but straightening it. I used to straighten it a lot when I was younger and kind of in high school, but not like every day. Definitely not every day. I would just do it for special occasions, and then a couple times in the winter. I would do it more in the winter, especially because in the winter, straight hair, I mean, your hair just stays straight better, and it just works out better. So yeah, but in middle school, I did do kind of like a perm-ish type of thing. It wasn't exactly a perm, but it was this sort of chemical, this off-brand kind of thing that was supposed to loosen your curls and just kind of straighten it out a little bit. So I wanted just my roots to kind of get more tame because they were just so annoying and I was tired of dealing with it. And my mom was up for it because she honestly kind of, she knew the struggle that I had with my hair. But it wasn't that bad, but I just was lazy. So she helped me do that. And it was fine for a while, but the thing is that my mom would like brush out the chemical that she'd put in my hair. I only wanted it in the roots, but she'd brush it out because she just thought we should like put it throughout all the hair. So it basically took out all of my natural curls and just made it all like looser and this kind of like wave thing. So my hair would straighten really well, and but it just wasn't really curly. It was just kind of this wavy, frizzy-ish. I don't know how to explain it, but it was alright, but it was still really thick and long. My hair was like maybe like all the way down to my waist when I was in middle school, so it was pretty nice, but I just did not have natural hair. So this one time when we were putting the chemical perm thing in my hair again, like we would do it every once in a while, I think my mom left it in too long, so it kind of, I think it like burnt off part of my hair because I had these random patches of short hair like right up here in the front, and then in the crown of my head the hairs were like this short. And it just looked like I just like either chopped it off or they just burnt right off, so it looked really bad. So I just had it sticking out right here in the front, so I would wear like these headbands to like cover it, and then I'd always wear my hair in a ponytail so you couldn't see this part in the back. And then when I'd straighten it, it would cover it a little bit better, but when it was curly it was just a mess. So yeah, that happened. So after that I was like, okay Mom, I'm never gonna put that stuff in my hair again. I'm not gonna try to perm it or straighten it. I'm just gonna go back to natural and just wait for my hair to grow out. So I waited for that to grow out, and this part, once it grew out, it actually was, it worked out to be bangs, so I kind of like cut bangs just to make it like, you know, even out and blend in. So that worked out fine. And once that all grew out, my hair was getting all curly again. So that's when it felt like things were going to normal. But then, my junior year of high school, the summer of my junior year, I worked at this camp in Arizona. And Arizona, obviously, it's a kind of a desert-ish area, and it's very dry there, so there's no humidity, and where I'm from there's a lot of humidity, so I'm used to that. But in Arizona it was really dry, so I think my hair, it was just like a huge dramatic climate difference, so my hair just started acting weird. I don't really know what the cause was, but it definitely happened once I went there. So my hair, the roots, they started growing out straighter. Like, it was still curly, but they were like growing out really smooth and straight, and my hair wouldn't have as much volume, it'd be flat, which I actually liked because I honestly hate my hair being huge and voluminous. I'm trying to embrace it more now, but I'm still trying to get used to that. But yeah, at this period it was just super straight, and I was getting really excited. I was like, wow, my hair's growing straighter. I thought it was because my older sister, she has less curly hair than me, so I thought my hair was becoming like hers, and I was getting so excited. I was like, my hair would be easier to do and everything. So it started growing straight in the roots, but then the ends were just like really curly, so it would be like wavy and then just really curly. You messed up the light.
Oh my God.
So yeah, it was a weird transition from there, and I thought that it was gonna grow like that from now on, but it didn't. It grew like that for a while, and then eventually, like maybe after like this amount of hair, then it started growing back to its curly state, like its really curly state, like this again. So then I was like, what just happened? I thought it was gonna get straighter. So yeah, so I had like curly roots, wavy mid-section area, and then curly ends. So it was just, I mean, it was just weird, like just all these different curl patterns. So I was like, okay, I need to get rid of these straight pieces. I don't know why that happened, but so I wanted to grow them out, so I'd wait till it grow out, then I'd cut the straight ends. They're still kind of there. They're at like this point. You can't tell because it kind of blends in, and I try to like scrunch it to make it match with the rest of my hair. But my ends, when it's wet, you can tell like it's really curly all the way up until this point, and then the ends are just pretty straight. But yeah, so basically that just randomly happened that summer, and then I don't know why. So, but this is definitely my natural hair all up here. So I'm just waiting for these straightish pieces at the end to come, and then I'm just gonna cut them out. And that's basically it. Yeah.
So we've gone through a lot.
Yeah.
But you know, I think we kind of got like, or at least I don't know, we sort of got the hang of how to take care of curly hair.
Yeah, no matter
what
what like condition or situation you're in, like we figured out how to make it work. Yeah. Like for me, I would do, when my hair was in awkward stages, I'd braid it out, like do braid outs kind of, like not a bunch of braids, I'd just do like 2 French braids or something, and then just take it out the next day, and then I'll have like these cool waves. But yeah,
It works differently. It definitely does.
I think every curly haired girl goes through like some type of journey of like going from like a natural state to like a really bad, damaged, unhealthy state to growing back to natural. And
that's completely normal. I feel like having curly hair, you should definitely embrace it, because not a lot of people have curly hair. So it's kind of unique and just cool, and it's getting like really trendy right now.
Yeah.
So hey, if you have curly hair, it's you, and be proud of it. So
like
it doesn't matter how long or how short.
We're always trying to like find ways to change it and make it better, but really like just the way it is, like that's the most unique, because every curly hair is different. Like people try to like categorize it like 3A, 3C, whatever, 4, I don't think that's accurate, because every curly hair is different.
Everybody has different, like you may have like 3B over here, but like
I don't know. I literally had 3 different pearl patterns at one point, so
everybody's hair is different. It all has to do with like genetics and other stuff like that.
And what you do to your hair, obviously.
Yeah, just embrace what you have and stay tuned, because we'll definitely be giving you guys tips on how to style your curly hair.
Just ways, at least, that we do that we find effective. And products that we found are pretty
Maybe
good.
It'll help motivate you and figure out what works best for your hair. So.
And if you guys have any suggestions of products, you guys know we're good. Go ahead and suggest us, because that would be great.
Definitely.
Because we're still trying to figure it out. Like, I don't think anybody has it figured out. We're all in this struggle together. We're all trying to figure it out.
Also, give us like suggestions for videos to make, because we're obviously new to this. So let us know what you want to see us do.
Any questions you have, or
any tags or anything, that would be cool.
Just that. And I wanted to make this point. This is random, but this is just something I've always thought about. Like, if you ever like struggle trying to accept your curly hair or your natural hair, just think like, so people with straight hair, like everyone always wants what they don't have. Straight people with straight hair want curly hair. People with curly hair want straight hair. But the thing about like curly hair is most of us can actually straighten our hair and make it good like straight hair. But then we also can go back to our natural hair. Don't straighten it too much, because then that'll just mess up your curly hair. But like the point is, people with straight hair, they can never get their hair to look like people with curly hair unless they perm it curly. But it's not gonna look the same, and it's not gonna last. It'll grow out. I mean, I guess straightening your hair won't last either, but still, like
curly hair is like so special. You could literally have it however, and just like styling it too, it just does like its own shape, or like whatever you make it to shape,
you can do whatever what you want with it. And it's unique. Who doesn't like being unique?
Okay, guys, so thank you for watching our video.
Sorry, this one was a little bit longer, but it takes time to tell our stories,
Okay, guys, bye.